Shane Saracen here to talk about an underrated drummer and somebody who was an influence on me. It's Steve Goetzman. I believe that's how you say it. That's how I've always said it. Steve Goetzman was a drummer for a band called Exile. A lot of people may have known them from this kind of country pop hit called I Want to Kiss You All Over back in the 70s. But the influence on me was more after that, when they kind of became and started releasing country pop, country rock tunes. And watching Steve play and listening to some of the tracks, I heard a lot of train grooves and a lot of things with he used these type of implements. That's why I've got these out today. So these alternative brush sounds where they have a plastic, surface. I would listen and watch different things with Exile, and just the feel and the sound that he was getting with these was tremendous, and I became really interested in these type of implements specifically because of Steve Goetzman. And so I started pursuing different sounds with these type of things. Now, these particular ones are Vader. I think when I first got some, they were probably a different brand. I don't remember what they were. Might have been Regal Tip Colado at the time, because I think they may have had the first ones that I heard of. But anyway, I became a huge fan of the sounds and the feel that Steve was getting with the band. And as I started going into that genre and playing with some bands, the feel of what he was playing and the sounds of what he was playing, it made me see that it could be done beyond just using sticks. Now, I had been in bands that done stuff, and I had thrown a towel over the snare, playing some bluegrass type things to dry up the sound and everything. But I think it was Steve's playing with Exile that opened up a whole smorgasbord of sounds that I could choose from. And listening to the way he was doing it. But I've mentioned other drummers that had a stick in one hand and a brush in the other and stuff like that. But Steve Goetzman opened my eyes and ears up to what could be done with these type of implements and the feels that he was getting with Exile. So he's an underrated drummer in my opinion, and definitely an influence on me. I've always said Goetzman. I hope the way that it's pronounced. But if you want to check out the band Exile, and specifically when I'm talking about the feels I'm talking about, we're talking about that late 80s, early to mid 90s country vibe of Exile. So check them out. Great drummer.